Hello and welcome to the Weekly Wind-Up with me, Dave Hodgson. Today we're visiting the Gingerbread House Cinema in Marsden. Our reporter Kyle Warwick went to see what makes this cinema so special.
The Gingerbread House is a community-based cinema. We're a community interest company. We put on independent films. We set it up because there was a definite lack in the area with only the Odeon and the Rex, and they show generally mainstream films. And we recognised that there was a need and a desire for people to see more independent world cinema, the kind of films that you just couldn't get anywhere else, basically. So our very first screening in the band rooms was with a borrowed projector and a tiny little pull-down screen that used to blow in the wind, didn't it?
And like some computer speakers outside.
Yeah, it was amazing. We had a very forgiving audience. It's very difficult for cinema to make money, full stop, which is why we came up with the idea of food and film, because it allowed us to make a little bit extra money. Through that, we purchased a screen, second-hand, first of all, and a projector, which was the one we were borrowing. It didn't last very long, did it?
It pretty much broke straight away.
And it was a bit of a nightmare. So then we had to look for funding.
Yeah, so I was a student at Huddersfield Uni doing my PhD, and they have a scheme called Unlimited. So I went and spoke to somebody there, and they basically helped us apply for unlimited funding. We got quite a significant amount of money, really, which paid for quite a lot of equipment as well as kitchen equipment so that we could put on the food and films and keep that going. We also got business mentoring and advice how to set up as a company so that we could apply for more funding from elsewhere. So we set up as a community interest company through them. And since then we've managed to get funding from the BFI Neighbourhood Fund, who've given us more updated equipment and more specialised equipment that works better in the venues that we use. So they've been amazing, and the Cuckoo's Nest have been amazing. Yeah. They paid for nearly 2 years of family films that we could put on family films for free for the whole community, really, on a Sunday morning. So picking the film's the first most important thing, really. We then pick a date, screen it, and check that the venue's available. And then we have to start with, we have to find a licence for the film. Obviously that's one of the biggest things. Every distributor has a single screening licence availability for films, but it depends on when that's available.
There's two strands, really. There's the food and film, and there's electric theatre, which is just film, which is once a month. Food and film, the menu is linked directly to the film. So Hig spends hours choosing the menu. So the menu is written for the film, absolutely for the film. And occasionally, if the film is the right film, we will take recipes directly out of the film.
We like to think it's had a pretty positive impact. We've had a really increasing audience over the past 4 years. We went from having maybe 2 people at some of the screenings to now we're completely packed. We had 64 at the last screening, and that is the number of chairs that we have at our venue. So people love coming down to meet other people, to watch the films, to have a chat. We have a lot of people who come on their own, which I think is really great, because that's quite hard when you live in a small community to find events that you feel comfortable going to if you're on your own.
I think for food and film particularly, people feel very relaxed going on their own, and if you live on your own, it's quite difficult to go out for a meal on your own, generally speaking. It's not something you would do. But with the focus of the film as well, people feel much more relaxed, and so they do come along on their own. We've got very close ties with the band rooms, so we have very strong links with the band in various sort of guises. When we screened Brassed Off as a food and film, we had members of the band come and play, which was amazing. And I don't think there was a dry eye in the house, because obviously it's quite an emotional film anyway. And to have the band playing was just, it wasn't not the whole band, obviously there wouldn't be enough room for people to be in the room as well, but it was really amazing. We have very strong ties as well with the Jazz Festival. We've also had other local musicians come and play when we screened Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? We had some local musicians who played some bluegrass for us live. So we've built quite a few links with people. Our big link at the moment is with the mechanics, which is central to the village in lots and lots of different ways. So this is a new phase of Gingerbread House Presents Live.
I think Marsden's quite unique in the fact that it's got so many things happening and it's all run by volunteers, and it's just about people wanting to put on something spectacular for the rest of Marsden, and fitting into that's really great, because without things like Imbolc and the Jazz Festival and Micron and so many other things that happen, Marsden wouldn't be Marsden. I think hopefully we're a part of that now.
Well, that's all from me. Remember, if you would like to contact us about any of our news items or stories, you can get in touch on Twitter at The Weekly Windup and on Facebook. You can also email us at info@kirkleeslocaltv.com. That's all for now. Thank you for being with us, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you again.